Hey, what's up? This is Brian Pfeiffer, the owner of ExploringLasVegas.com. And I'm standing here today, guys, in front of the Crazy Horse 3, the infamous Crazy Horse 3 in Las Vegas. And if you guys don't know anything about the Crazy Horse 3 brand, there was a Crazy Horse, and there was a Crazy Horse 2, and now there's a Crazy Horse 3, okay? The other two are gone. They actually did open the Crazy Horse original, or the 2, one time. They tried to do both of them, but it failed. So they now just have the Crazy Horse 3. And if you guys don't know where we're at, this is right here by the Mandalay Bay. You can see in the background the Allegiant Stadium's right across the street. Perfectly convenient located for the concerts and the Raiders games. A lot of times we come over here for some of the concerts and hit up Crazy Horse 3 when we leave or before, and it's perfect for that. So if you guys want to know about Crazy Horse 3, this is going to be your video. And I'm going to tell you all about the girls. I'm going to tell you how to get in here and all the ins and outs of the Crazy Horse 3 in this video. All right, so let's talk about the girls. Okay, this place is on my top 15 strip clubs. This is in the top 3. Okay, and there's a reason why it's in the top 3. There's a lot of pretty girls in here. Okay, I've dated several over the years. In fact, recently I just was dating a girl. She was a Thai girl, cool girl, but we broke up. But it is what it is. But there's a lot of pretty girls in here, and a lot of the girls that work at Crazy Horse 3, they also work at the other top strip clubs, Spearmint Rhino, Sapphire. You can find a lot of the girls kind of switch at different clubs. Maybe one day they'll work here, one day they'll work there, or they'll switch weeks, etc. Okay, so the quality's good. You're going to find definitely a few of the really hot house girls here. They're going to take care of those girls really well. Say some VIPs come in here. I bring in some of my high-end customers sometimes, and these guys have a lot of dough to throw around, if you will, and right away they're going to bring the top 5-6 girls that are on the floor to my guy, okay, and to me, if you will. And so they take care of their house girls. They're going to make sure those girls get well taken care of, making money, so they're going to come back. Okay, you got to have some really pretty girls at a place like this to kind of keep the image and reputation up. There's going to be a lot of girls probably at like the A- level in a place like this, and the B+. Okay, so you're going to find some top tier girls. You're going to find some A-, B+ type girls, and then there's going to be some B-listers and then a few C-listers. Okay, you got to be pretty attractive to work at a place like this. They fat shame girls at places like this. So if you come in and you're not looking good for some reason, you got to put on a little bit of weight or whatever, they might tell you to go home. Okay, they'll put you on the day shift. Okay, this place is 24 hours, and the day shift is not going to be as good as the night shift. So let's be realistic. That's just the way it is. If you're kind of an average-looking girl, you want to work at a place like this, are going to definitely put you on the day shift to start until you kind of get in good, maybe with the VIP hosts and the managers, etc. Okay. So that's kind of how the girls thing goes here. Like I said, this is a 24-hour place. You want to come here and get lunch. They have food. They have good food. This place actually has some really good pizza. Okay, enjoy it. I come here a lot. This is one of my more favorite places. They do have a back entrance over here for the locals and the VIPs that we typically go through. We'll get the Crazy Horse vehicle to pick us up. We'll go through the back entrance, and that's how we get into this place. And it's cool. They got a bar back there, like a VIP bar. The girls kind of leave you alone back there. You can kind of hang out and have a few drinks and not get pressured, which I kind of like. Okay, some of the other strip clubs, as soon as you walk in, they get swarmed by the girls, and not really a big fan of that personally. So if I'm going to come have a couple drinks after I've been at the nightclubs, I'd probably rather come to a place like this than some of the other places. This is one of my more popular spots. Now, at one time, this place was really popping along with some of the other strip clubs in town. They had they have a whole other side area. They expanded and made a real nice area. They have a front bar kind of club area. They kind of had a nightclub built into the strip club at one time. But unfortunately, these days the strip clubs just don't have enough volume to fill the new room and the nightclub part. I was just over at Hustler Club, and they got the whole nother level they don't even really use. Okay, part of the reason with that is the OnlyFans girls. COVID kind of changed the game. Let's be honest. The really hottest girls that used to work at these strip clubs to make money, now they're on OnlyFans. Okay, they don't have to come to the strip club anymore. Okay, even some of the strippers here that work here now have OnlyFans accounts and private Snapchats and any other way they collect money or whatever. Okay, you meet a guy at the strip club here, and he becomes one of your regular subscription payers. Okay, that's kind of how the game is nowadays. So you're not going to find the hottest girls at the strip clubs out here in Las Vegas anymore, just because they don't need to. They work at the OnlyFans. Okay, you're going to find still attractive girls, just not as many as back in the day. Okay, I'm talking 2013, 14, 15. It was a whole different ballgame. Okay, and the economy is not quite as good right now as it used to be. We're dealing with the Trump tariffs. That's the shooting of this video. It's going back and forth. They slapped 104% tariff on China. And, the economy's already in kind of rough shape out here, okay? These places are not that busy on, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Okay, you can look around, in the parking lot here. maybe those are probably most of the girls that work here. That's their cars, and there's not too many customers. Okay, and that's how all the strip clubs have been tonight. I've been all around checking every place out, and they're not that busy. It's a Tuesday night here. The weather's perfect, and it's just not that busy. Okay, there's not enough people in town going to strip clubs these days to make them packed on the weekends. I know the girl that I used to date here. She was telling me that she's having to work, 6-7 nights a week to even make her rent. So, once in a while she'd get lucky and make like a couple $1,000 on a night when she'd have a good customer, but that was rare. Okay, most of the time she was struggling to pay her house fee. Okay, if you guys don't know what a house fee is, these girls actually have to pay to work here. Okay, they come in, they pay usually around $50 or $100 depending on what time of the night they come and what night of the week. They have to pay a house fee just to work here, and then they're independent contractors, and they make their own prices. They do lap dances they can do in the back room, and then typically if you want to get a lap dance, you're looking at around $20. If you want to go into the back room, you're going to probably pay about $100. You might have to buy a couple of drinks. That's for 15 minutes. Goes on up from there. Goes in like 15, 30-minute, 1-hour increments. If you want to go into like a private room, you probably have to buy some sort of champagne or bottle. That's kind of how it works inside in the strip clubs. Now, these girls, like I said, it's tough out here, okay? So don't come to these strip clubs without any money, all right? That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. If you come up here and you can't afford to really go out and it's, not in the budget to spend some money on a girl, then don't even come, okay? Because these girls here are here to make money, and if you want them to talk to you and you want to see some tits, at this topless strip club, then you're going to have to pay, okay? That's just the way it is. It costs money to hang out at these places, and if you don't have money, then don't come, all right? It's that simple. Now, as far as getting into this place, I do offer several different packages. I have a 2-drink ride and entry package. It's real popular. Most of the time, that's what people book with us. Sometimes people book this in our strip club tour. They'll come here and do a couple drinks here, go to another place, do a couple drinks there, and maybe one other place for a couple more drinks. We can do that in one night or over the course of a couple nights. We do offer some like $100 bar card type packages here as well. We also have really good deals on bottle service here. Okay, this is the best bottle packages in town right now. So you can get a couple of bottles, like around one bottle for right around under $500 for a bottle with tip tax and everything, and then you can get a couple bottles for under $900 for everything, tip tax and everything. I think it's just under $900 or right at around $900, and then it goes up from there. You get like a $2,000 credit package. I think it was like $1,300 with tip tax and everything. So it's not that bad, or $1,700 or something like that with the tip and tax. It's a pretty good deal. Okay, you're getting a lot for your money, and you can buy food and beverage in those credit packages. All right, so just take a look at the link below. That'll show all the different packages. If you got any questions, hit me up. My number is 773-459-8133. That's my cell phone. A lot of different options. We also offer this place as a real popular place in a lot of our packages. If you guys don't know about our packages, we do Top Golf, Atomic Golf, shooting, ATVs. We can do go-karts. We have like this popular girls, guns, and golf package a lot of people book, and it's cool. We can do dinners. We can do nightclubs. You can do this before the nightclub, after the nightclub. You can do this on a standalone. You can do it with other strip clubs. So we have all kinds of different custom packages. We'll make whatever work for you guys and your group, whatever works for you guys, okay? So if you're coming out to Vegas, let me help plan your trip. Just make sure you hit me up. If you like the content on this video, I would appreciate a like on the video. Do subscribe to this channel for more. Bang that notifications bell. I'm Brian Pfeiffer. I'm looking forward to working with you out here in Las Vegas at the old Crazy Horse 3, very famous strip club, one of my favorite spots. Let's talk soon. Bye.